I was an unsuccessful, struggling artist, starving artist, the whole year 2023 and all the way back to 2019. Why did I quit music? I didn't want to play that game anymore. I didn't. In fact, what I did is I created and doubled down on content, and I've uploaded on YouTube. And 2024 was my best year ever on YouTube. Gained a lot of subscribers. I've able to get monetized. I've able to develop a business, a small business out of it because of the focus of positioning myself from posting on Instagram all day. Every day of a new track I made and then posting it on Spotify. Instead, I said, this is content. Why not put it on my channel on YouTube where I can get more exposure of talking about my experiences or doing reactions or whatever the case might be. So that's what I did. And I doubled down on that. I said, I made it a pledge to myself. I was like, yo, Dre, you need to focus on building your own brand. No one's going to know who you are nor hear you until you build your own brand. Stop relying on outside sources to do the wheel of fortune for you. What I mean by the wheel of fortune is taking a chance, rolling the wheel, hoping it lands on the winner. You know what I'm saying? On the winner prize. And in fact, I could just take that back and just start posting on my own channel, right? And so that's what I did. I started to take matters in my own hand. I started posting content on my own channel and start figuring out how to market myself to get out in people's faces so people can know who K-Dre is, and eventually hopefully can build some type of rapport to where people are open to check out my music or just check out my content in general. I've happened to gain 6,000 subscribers just this year. It might not seem a lot to you guys, but it's a lot to me because I've worked my tail off for it, right? And it's only going up from there. I stopped making music because I was in a place where I was getting burnt out. I was getting burnt out from making music. And I didn't want to be making music just so I can get exposure and blow up and trying to do this rat race type thing. Making music for me was more out of a pureness of enjoyment, right? And what I had fun doing. Putting my mind and focus on building my brand on YouTube has gave me so much more opportunities than my music has ever did. And I feel like if anybody who is inspired to be an artist, I'm not saying you should quit doing music. You know, I still from time to time record my own music and just have fun and try to experiment. But what I mean to say is that you don't have to be the artist that blows up on Spotify that route by posting your stuff on Instagram or TikTok and stuff, and they can happen. But there's also ways you can create organic, just meaningful content that's relatable on YouTube, and people will find you and gravitate towards your personality. Was the journey easy? No, it was hard. It was tough. I had to figure out a lot of things to make this work for me and how I could be able to still enjoy the journey that I'm on. If you're someone who is an artist, you might know what I'm talking about. You post your music on Instagram, your people that follows you and you follow them, they give you a bunch of flame emojis. They say, yo, this is hard, blah, blah, blah. But then after that little small dopamine hit of a few comments saying that, yo, this is sick, then it goes away. And then you find yourself having to start all over again, right? With nothing to show for it on your own platform. And when you see the feedback you got doesn't match up with your Spotify and Apple, you're wondering, well, why is no one going to listen to my music? Well, I would tell you this. No one really cares about listening to your music. Not at all, man. They really don't. People have their own lives. They get on social media just to go and waste time and to go look and see what people are doing. But they're not going to get off the platform just because you drop music. Now, if you're a big artist, right? If you're a big artist, then they're going to go do that. They'll go out their way to go and check out your music. But you're not that. And I'm not that. Okay? So we got to find a different alternative. So what I decided to do is I decided to build my brand and empire on YouTube. Why? Let me break this down to you guys. Did you know that YouTube is the second biggest search engine that exists? And it's owned by Google. Yeah. Okay. So now that I broke that down and gave you some cool facts about that, and you probably already knew that, but just to show you why it's important that you should be going on YouTube if you're a creator or you're someone who does music, someone who's inspired producer, anybody, you really should put your work on YouTube. I've told people that was on my Instagram. Yo, you should go and post your work and create content on YouTube. And I got off of Instagram for a whole year. I really haven't posted any content on there. And they don't even know that I'm about to hit 10K subscribers. I've just literally locked in for a whole year. Didn't say word. After about a few months, I've told people my little growth that I hit 500 subscribers. But after that, I'll say, all right, I'm not telling nobody else my progression. I'm just going to let it be. And I'm just going to focus and put my head down. And that's what I did for the whole year. It's 2024 and it's about to be 2025. You have like literally 2 weeks. We have 2 weeks. There's so much opportunities that you can do. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't post on the social media platforms. You should give about at least 20%. But I went all the way in on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to tell you this. Mr. Beast himself, one of the biggest YouTubers that is on the platform. The biggest YouTuber. Successful. Has all the subscribers. Which I don't need all of those. I give me a small percentage of it. But I don't need all those subscribers. Right? Not to change my life. You don't need all those subscribers. You don't need 100 millions of subscribers to change your life. You just need to have a platform and an outlet to get your ideas out and for people to find you to back you up in your ideas. And that's what I decided to do. Why am I making this video? I'm making this video because there's someone that has clicked on this video and they're looking for some type of answer to get their incredible workout, or felt like they're mad slapped on and no one's hearing them. This is the place to do it. You have a new year that has started, 2025. And it's going to probably be one of the best years. If you start, you got to start today. I made it my decision in my mind that I was going to start today last year. Well, this year. Depends on when you're watching it. If it is this year, 2024, this year. But if it's 2025, last year. Okay, so it's getting a little confusing because we transition. No, but just hear me out. You got to make the decision that you're going to start, and not just start, but stay on it. Don't quit. Go and start a brand on YouTube. Go and build your brand. Just in general, build your brand. We have the resources. You got the phone. If you're watching me right now, you have the resource to do it. And this is for people who are inspired to change their lives in some type of capacity. You want to be a small business owner. Maybe you want to be a content creator. Maybe you want to make music. Maybe you want to be a producer. Maybe you want to shoot videography. Maybe you want to be somewhere in cinematography. Maybe you want to make scripts. Maybe you want to be a writer. Maybe you want to be a dancer. Maybe you want to be something. Maybe an inspirational speaker. Anything you want to do, this is the platform to do. And trust me, I know, because I put so much time into my music. All them hours staying up, mixing, producing, writing, recording, and putting my whole energy into the work that I look back and to be proud of, and then realize that it's not getting the love that it deserves. And that was me to blame. Why? Because I wasn't aware of the opportunity that I could do, and that I should be changing my way of output and changing my perspective. I made it a point to myself that I'm not doing that no more. I'm not gonna be a starving artist. No more begging for people to go check out my music and try to post a link to it and hoping that something catches and I can see a couple of streams. You know what really made me stop doing and posting on Spotify and Apple? Not because the platforms are bad. I believe that it gives you the opportunity for people to find you when you do it the right way. But I looked at the payout my account For all the years I did for making music, I only made a total of maybe $80. From 2019 to 2023, that I posted music and that's all I made was about $80. No, that is the true definition of someone as a starving artist. So I took it upon myself to say, you know what? Let me go back to square one, something that I was originally passionate about, which was YouTube. And let me go back on there and start creating content. Once again, I was fed up and I didn't want to be a starving artist. And if you someone who has clicked on this video and you're a creative, you're someone who is an artist, you're someone who is an inspired writer, if you're someone who does anything creatively, or someone who just has a business, don't even have to be creative. But anybody who has a business, anybody who wants to start a business, anybody who wants to do something to get their message and their voices heard, you should be building your brand, and YouTube should be a huge part of it. It really should. Take a couple steps to learn how to do a few things. It doesn't have to be crazy advanced, but just learn how to be able to create the videos you need to be able to put it on YouTube so it'll be digestible for people to watch. If you want to know more about my journey and what all I do and how I'm able to make this a part-time type gig of YouTube while I do my other stuff, and how I have turned my YouTube channel into a business and how I've able to find somewhere a success, then go ahead and click on the subscribe button. I talk about a lot of things about inspiration, creativeness, my blocks, roadblocks, and how I've overcome them, etc., etc. And also you get to know more about my journey. Hope you guys enjoyed this. This is your boy Kedre. I am out. Peace.